Hi, Joseph Mullen, Evolution Career Business Leadership, www.EvolutionCBL.com. This is my series, Business from the Kitchen. Today I'd like to talk to you about risk. Ooh, risk, bad word. Go away. Risk isn't all that bad. It's something that you did when you started your business. It's something that most startups live by while they're building up to that real company level. And risk is something that could be beneficial to your company. So why are you adverse to risk? I know why, and I'll tell you about it later. But right now, what you need to do is don't look at risk as the enemy. Don't look at risk as that four-letter word. Look at risk as, what does it mean to the company? What's it going to mean to us? And by having a different attitude, different viewpoint at risk, you'll be a little more open to maybe taking that risk. But when somebody comes up and says, hey, I got an idea, a little risky, but I think it's a good thing, ask the qualifying questions. Well, why do you think it's a good thing? What's it going to provide us? What's going to be the ROI? Can we grab more market share if we go with this risk? What's it going to do to the product? What's it going to do to the product life cycle? There's a lot of questions that need to be asked. Then the next thing you need to ask is, so what would be a good drop dead date in case this doesn't work? And what is our fail-safe plan? What's our fallback? And do all your mitigation. Have it written up. Have a whole plan. We're going to take this risk. Here's what the risk involves. Here's what it's going to buy us. Here's what the outcome will be if it goes through. Here's our drop dead date, and here's our mitigation plan. Here's our backup. This is what we're going to do to keep this product going and get it out on time. So by having all that, when you have to go to your management or the senior staff and you present all this to them, you're giving them all the information they need to make an informed decision. They will thank you for that. The other thing to do is you need allies. Oh yeah, allies. You need to go to the other departments and sit there and go, hey, we got this crazy idea and we want to go for it. This is what we're thinking about doing. This is what we think it's going to buy us. Especially sales and marketing. Sales has to get on, marketing has to get on board early. How will the market view this? Will the market accept this? Will the market, embrace this? Yes, good. How do we sell it? Then you got to train your sales force. Hey, got this new thing. Here's how we're going to sell it. Go out and push it. And the thing is you could grab more market share, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5%. You could sit there and get more profits, especially if this risk and idea saves money in building this, less cost to build it, easier to build, faster to build, get you to market faster. There's advantages sometimes to taking a risk. So the thing is don't be so afraid to take a risk. Now, what's the psychology behind this? That's the question. So what happens? You're in a startup, high energy, camaraderie. Everybody's working as a team. Great things are going on. Risk being taken. Everybody's excited. Everybody's enthusiastic. The energy level is sky high. Everybody's feeding off of everybody else's energy level. It is the greatest time in your life if you ever have a chance to do it. Now, I love it. I'd go back to it any day. But the thing is your investors want you to be a real company. So as you start moving from that garage mentality of a startup to, hey, we're a real company. When you get into that, all of a sudden the risk level just exponentially starts to fall off. Everybody starts wanting to get into that comfort zone. Comfort zone. Death of risk. We as human beings like to be comfortable. I'm not denying that. I like to be comfortable. I know you like to be comfortable. But the thing is if you get too comfortable, you get complacent. If you get complacent, that's kind of the end of things. It's, the growth of your company slows down to a snail's crawl. Nothing exciting happens. You get bored with your job. You get bored with what's going on. But you won't take that risk. You don't want to upset the apple cart. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone. You don't want to bother somebody else's comfort zone. So I mean, the thing is it kills risk. And like I said, this isn't really a good thing for your company. The thing is what made your company start, what made it grow, you know, that 20-30% growth in the first 2-3 years was risk. Plain and simple. You were taking a lot of risk. You were sitting there going, hey, let's try this because I think it's going to help us. Yep, let's do it. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of questioning risk back then. So from what I was saying earlier, if you assess the risk and see, you know, what will it buy you? Is there an advantage to taking this risk? And that's what you need to assess. Not just look at it and say risk is a 4-letter word. We don't do that here. What you have to do is stay open-minded. Sit there and say, what's it going to buy us? What's it going to do for us? Is there an advantage to us doing this? If there isn't an advantage, why are you even presenting this? So the thing is by doing this, it does two things. One is it opens you up a little bit more to risk. It opens you up to being more comfortable about going above you to explain this risk and what it's going to buy. It helps you get allies in the company, work better with the other departments instead of having stovepipes. You know what I mean by a stovepipe? You know, fiefdoms, kingdoms, that kills businesses. But the other thing it does is because when your people come to you and you're more open about risk, then they're more open to giving you ideas. But you want to teach your people to be I'm open to your idea, I'm open to taking a risk, but you need to do all the homework to justify it to me. That way you're not doing all the legwork, you're letting them do the legwork. It's their idea, let them justify it. And the thing is, if they can make a good justification to you, that helps you make a better justification to the people above you. Isn't that a brilliant idea? And so that's my viewpoint on risk. It's like risk isn't a bad 4-letter word that you should be avoiding at all costs. Risk can be beneficial, but like any risk, you have to have a mitigation plan. You have to have a fail-safe. You have to have something you can fall back on to save your can. And that is the secret of taking risk, is to have a plan, have it mitigated, and know all the facts before you carry it forward. The company will be better off taking these types of risk. So I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you some idea. Feel free to be uncomfortable anytime, because I think there's too much comfort going on, and it brings companies to a snail's pace. And we need to grow. We need to keep moving forward. And that's one of the key points of moving forward, is taking these, what they call educated risk. So have fun with it, enjoy it, and get used to it. Thanks.